Yes, and you know, the late Right Honorable Jacob Lokori Oulanyah, most of the time he used to say that every other time really, that is, he left UPC and came to NRM with everything. He came with his intellect, with his strength, and also with his zeal. And you can see what exactly he stood for, what he used to do as a good mobilizer, and these are the fruits of his mobilization.
Yeah, for sure, and we have seen his efforts really yield and deliver the movement victory in this part of Uganda.
Yes, still on our way from Lalogi Primary School to Oulanyah'S final resting place, that is actually his home. And as you can see, a number of people following the convoy to Oulanyah'S final resting place, because this shows how passionate they were and how much they really loved, cherished the late Jacob Lokori Oulanyah. These are some of the things that we look out to. Na ndugu mtazamaji wa UBC TV, hapa tulipo ni Lalogi katika wilaya ya Omoro kaskazini mwa Uganda, ambapo mwili wa mwenda zake hayati Jacob Lokori Oulanyah ndo umetolewa pale shule ya msingi ya Lalogi na kupelekwa nyumbani kwake, ambapo pia
Jimmy, TNT, and the Management of Uganda. You know, Kaberwa, one of them, one day, I showed up in a deep take of the young man might be the mental improvement and then you're going to go for the Kabelu. You go, let's Alex and then
Call for me, Gloria.
Na mtazamaji mpendwa wa UBC TV, hapa ndipo tulipo kama unavyoona katika runinga au kwa runinga popote ulipo. Mwili wa mwenda zake ndo unaelekea katika kijiji cha Ajur ambapo Mheshimiwa Jacob Lokori Oulanyah ndipo atakapo zikwa siku ya Ijumaa. Nataka nikumbushe kwamba mwili wake ulipokelewa na naibu spika wa bunge la Jamhuri ya Uganda Mheshimiwa Thomas Tayebwa. Vile vile tunaona kwamba Thomas Tayebwa alikuwa naye waziri Mheshimiwa Joyce Moriko, vile vile mwenyekiti wa kundi la wabunge kutoka mkoa mdogo wa Acholi Mheshimiwa Anthony Akol, alafu Mheshimiwa Gilbert Oulanyah. Vile vile viongozi wa kidini na jamaa, ndugu na rafiki wamekuwepo pale. Kama unavyoona umati wa watu, kweli inadhihirisha kwamba Jacob Lokori Oulanyah alikuwa ni mtu wa watu, alikuwa ni mtu anayependwa. Na vile vile unaona kwamba rangi ya manjano kwa kweli imechomoza, imeonekana sana, ikiashiria kwamba Jacob Lokori Oulanyah alikuwa kada shupavu, kada sharp wa chama tawala cha NRM, na kama Rais Yoweri Museveni alivyosema kwamba hapo awali ya kaskazini mwa Uganda ilikuwa ngome ya upinzani, lakini mara tu Jacob Lokori Oulanyah alipojiunga na chama tawala cha NRM, basi mambo yalibadilika kiasi kwamba uchaguzi mkuu wa mwaka 2021 NRM iliweza kujinyakulia ushindi mnono, huku pia kwa mara ya kwanza ikipata idadi ya wabunge wengi kutoka eneo hilo la nchi. Kwa kweli ni majonzi makubwa sana, ni msiba mkubwa hujawahi tokea, na tumeona watu wengi wakilia kwa sababu baadhi labda walikuwa nadhani kwamba ni utani, walikuwa nadhani kwamba ni uvumi, lakini sasa huu ndo wakati wa ukweli kubaini kwamba kweli Mheshimiwa Jacob Lokori Oulanyah sasa hivi ni mwenda zake, sasa hivi ni hayati na hatorudi tena kuwa nasi. Basi tutaendelea kumwombea na kuiombea roho yake, Mungu aiweke mahali pema peponi, na vile vile kuwaombea watu wa familia yake, jamaa, ndugu na rafiki, eti wakati kama huu Mungu awape nguvu za kuhimili msiba kama huu. Msiba ni wa kitaifa kwa sababu Jacob Lokori Oulanyah alikuwa pia spika wa bunge la Jamhuri ya Uganda, na ikumbukwe ndiye spika wa kwanza kutoka eneo eneo la Choli wa bunge la Uganda. Uganda imekuwa na maspika kama spika 11, lakini yeye ndiye amekuwa spika wa kwanza kutoka eneo hilo la Uganda. Na pia itakumbukwa tena kwamba kesho baraza za wilaya zinazounda mkoa wa kaskazini mwa Uganda zitakuwa na kikao kesho ili waweze kutoa uamuzi hasa kuhusu namna Jacob Lokori Oulanyah atakapo kumbukwa. Wengine wamependekeza kwamba baadhi ya mitaa katika mji wa Gulu na vile vile baadhi ya mitaa jijini Kampala ya ipewe jina lake Jacob Lokori Oulanyah kama mojawapo ya njia ya kuenzi kazi nzuri alizozifanya, kama mojawapo njia ya kumkumbuka. Unajua, mara nyingi mtu anapofariki dunia, hasa ikiwa ni wakati alikuwa na hudumia taifa na hudumia umma, na kiwa bado mchango wake ulikuwa bado unahitaji jika, watu huwa wanaweka kitu kama kumbukumbu yake kumkumbuka kwamba kweli amekuwa nguzo. Na haya yote yanayotokea ni yanadhihirisha kwamba kweli Jacob Lokori Oulanyah amekuwa nguzo katika siasa na vile vile katika utawala wa nchi yetu ya Uganda. Na wanaona ndugu jamaa, rafiki na pia wananchi wa eneo la Logi vile vile Ajuri na wilayani Omoro wakiwa wanaandamana na maiti aste pole pole taratibu hadi pale nyumbani kwake. Na barabara mnaona kwamba ina vumbi ikiashiria kwamba sasa hivi ni wakati wa jua kali, na kwa kweli unaona kwamba watu wamevumilia hiyo vumbi yote kwa sababu wa upendo wanao kwa marehemu na vile vile upendo wanao kwa kile kinacho endelea. Unajua, siku ya leo kwa watu ambao wako eneo hilo wengi wamejitokeza ili wasihadithiwe, wawe sehemu ya historia hii. Ndiyo, ni siku ya ni siku ya kuomboleza, ni nyakati za kumuomboleza Jacob Lokori Oulanyah, lakini pia historia inaandikwa kwa sababu ndio mara ya kwanza spika akiwa madarakani akifariki dunia. Na pia watu wa Logi huenda ikawa ndio mara yao ya kwanza tena ya mwisho labda kupata kuangaziwa kwa namna hiyo au namna ya kitaifa na kima taifa. Kwa upande wa kereketo wa Kiswahili, Jacob Lokori Oulanyah alikuwa mdau mkubwa wa Kiswahili na vile vile alikuwa mkereketwa wa Kiswahili. Mara kwa mara alikuwa anatumia maneno ya Kiswahili. Nitawakumbusha wakati wa mkutano wa mabunge katika nchi za madola ambao ulifanyika hapa Uganda au warsha. Tunakumbuka kwamba Mheshimiwa Jacob Lokori Oulanyah alichukua fursa na nafasi ya kuwafundisha mawili matatu wajumbe waliokuwepo maneno ya Kiswahili, akiashiria kwamba Kiswahili ndio lugha ya muungano, ndio lugha ya utanda Afrika na ndio lugha ya Mwafrika. Kwa hivyo ni mambo ambayo kama wakereketo wa Kiswahili tunasema kwamba hili ni pigo kubwa sana, kwa sababu anafariki wakati kuna jitihada na harakati za kuunda mswada wa kuweka sera ya Kiswahili, ambapo sera hiyo inalenga kuunda baraza la Kiswahili la taifa. Kwa hivyo kifo chake kweli ni pigo kubwa kwa hizo shughuli na hatua hiyo, na tuna imani kubwa la Mheshimiwa Anita Amongi ambaye ndiye amechukua hatamu za uongozi pale bungeni, ataendelea na shughuli hiyo, ataendelea kukienzi Kiswahili kama Jacob Lokori Oulanyah alivyofanya. Haya ni mambo ambayo tunafaa tuyaangazie na tuyaelewe. Kifo chake kwa kweli tunaona kwamba spika wa bunge la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania alifika na bado yupo hadi siku ya mazishi, na vile vile spika wa bunge la Kenya na wajumbe kutoka mabunge mbali, bunge la Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo, Burundi, Sudan Kusini na kwingineko. Tunahisi kwamba wajumbe pia watafika. Basi hapa studioni ninaye mwenzangu ninaye mwenzangu James Mtuta ambaye pia ni mkereketwa wa Kiswahili. Karibu sana.
Asante ndugu, na tunaona sasa marehemu mwili wa aliyekuwa spika wa bunge huko njiani unaelekea nyumbani kwake ambao utalazwa mpaka Friday wakati utazikwa. Welcome back to the viewers who are following us and watching us. We are now on the road to the home of the late speaker, where the body is going to be delivered now, and will stay there until Friday, when burial will definitely take place. We have seen many people accompanying the body, including those donning the yellow t-shirts, meaning that the members of the movement in that particular area, for that matter Lalogi, because I guess today not many people have gathered there, but these are the local at least stock of the Wananchi who are there, but tomorrow they will be joined by more who will be coming to join the family and other members of the political party. But of course other relatives and other people who have known the late speaker. We have also heard that there will be a joint council for all the local councils of northern Uganda who will be eulogizing the fallen speaker. So tomorrow is going to be a beehive of activities for the people who are going to be joining in the burial. I know not many Ugandans will be able to do so, but a number of districts, I'm sure, will be sending delegations to attend the burial of the Speaker of the Republic of Uganda.
Yeah, I think NRM as a party should be really working hard now to get a suitable replacement, because as they say, the Bible says, they will be known by their fruits. Really, you can see the yellow is evidence enough that really the man was a mobilizer, and the yellow in northern Uganda is really, the Yellow Brigade in northern Uganda is really going to miss him. I think now the Secretary General, Right Honorable Todwong, needs really to work hard now that the yellow is really missing one of the pillars there. Of course, you can now see the convoy snaking through the crowds to a jury from Lalogi Primary School, and that is where today we shall have a vigil. Those who are there will actually be representing us. As I said earlier, not every one of us really can be in Lalogi, much as would have wanted to be there, but those in that part of the country will actually represent the many of us, and those who may not have the opportunity to go there, just like me here in studio, we shall follow the proceedings. We shall follow the events on UBC TV and our sister stations, the 11 radio stations, and also on Star TV.
Oh, sure. And we'll again be seeing more people arrive, more delegates arrive, like we saw a number of delegations that came from within the East African region that are joining in this burial. We'll also see, I think, a number of them joining the team in Lalogi for burial.
Cable has no problem. When it breaks, it will have a problem. When it breaks, no cable. When maybe the thing you can get damaged easily is the microphone, but the cable. We have done live use where cables pass under vehicles. Yeah. So cables don't have much problem.
So we have the distance.
Make it to one front. It is in the throat. How wide is your throat? And this is 20 mix. Alex, you tell the driver, let this start to get ahead of us. Because we are going to France, the other roads are not allowed that for driving. So come with me. I'm a driver with the driver in here. Talk with me. Talk you. In the show.
wani dua ko alomo adi kian ketika biyu dan pembagian ketika dua kian dua neko kunanya bicara dan pembagian apa kunu dia mampu dimaye baru kilega baru berdin kian lewat segi asyik belum sama bishop anda
This camera has a wide lens. This camera has a wide lens. You can see it has the widest lens. So, but I can't take close non-stop. And I want both close, medium, and wide.
I'm also Ugandan. We are in a tight situation. You can take my head at least once. My friend.
Yeah, on our way to Ajuri from Lalogi Primary School, and of course the crowd keeps on actually increasing. That at times the police is forced to really clear the crowd, and that shows that a journey that would have taken 1 hour may end up taking about 3 hours. Yes, because you can see the caravan is walking at a snail speed.
And I'm sure by the time they finally make it to Ajur, as you can see, it's going to be late. And then you can imagine if the body was allowed to be transported by road.
By road, yes.
All the way from Kampala, you could have expected that the body could have arrived there maybe late tomorrow. But you can see the numbers are increasing from the time we moved from Lalogi Primary School to where we are. I think you still have some distance to cover to finally get to the home. So the numbers are still more, and we are likely to get home.
Actually, if the body had traveled by road, I think by the time it would reach Gumba, of course, you would find that people are very many waiting for.
Sure.
Yes, and crossing Karuma would also be another hassle. So I think that is why going by airlifting the body was a wise decision actually taken. Because if it wasn't that, really you could imagine that it would even take 2 days on the road. Yes, and here we are, and as you can see, it's getting dark. But people are still coming. They really need to be, and at times to the young people, because I've seen a number of them who are young, for them this is history and they need to be part of this history, because you never know, it may take another 100 years for a speaker to come from Lalogi.
Yeah, sure. And you could say not only that they are young, all of them are young, because I mean you don't expect an old woman or man to move all this distance of 10 kilometers, but they also would wish to, and associating with this history which will last their lifetime, having been there when the body of a speaker is being delivered to the village is very important to them, and of course they will live to tell it to their children and their grandchildren, because this is part of the history that they will live with. So I think it is important that this was also allowed for them to be able to associate with this history in making.
Yeah, and indeed they need to associate with this history, but also we also question our parents. That because ideally we may also witness children getting lost, because ideally you may be carried away. One went with children, you're carried away with what is happening, and
sure.
You know, from Lalogi to Ajuri, and
a lot, yeah.
in between the child actually, and it's getting dark, actually the child may even fail to trace their way back home.
Yeah,
yes.
Sure. Yeah.
And some of them, of course, may not brave the cold nights.
Yeah.
And yes, so as they are tracing to get back home, so the security and the people of goodwill really need to do a lot of work so that they can be able to rescue and also maybe get those children that actually could have lost their parents in between from Lalogi and Ajuri.
Yeah, definitely a number of children are going to be lost in that process, and by the time the convoy makes a landing at the Ajuri village, a lot is going to happen, and unfortunately it's going to be late for the children to make their way back. But the good thing is that the population is going to be there until tomorrow. So a number of them who will have lost their way will find at least be found there tomorrow. But like you said, the numbers are still accumulating. By the time we get to that village, numbers will be at least more, and we expect that finally, when and you know the fun part of this is that a person sees others moving, they also join. There are children who are seeing others with whom they go to school moving, they are also joining. You are seeing women who are seeing their friends moving, they're also joining. Now, because the whole village is moving, now literally everyone would want to move. And I've seen this for people who have been to Bugisu, when Kadodis, the dance is there. You see a person just following without knowing where they are going to end. So by the time they end where they are ending, it's late, you cannot go back. So you find yourself there maybe until the following day. And we have seen children stay there until maybe the functions are over. So it's likely we are going to see this also happen, because it's now getting dark, and some of this 10-kilometer walk, a child may not be able to cover it back alone, so they'll many of them will have to stay over maybe until tomorrow.
One would ask what actually motivates people really to follow up or to be actually part of this crowd, but one can always sum it up as the love for Jacob Lokori, Oulanyah, and also for the loss actually they feel at heart and feel, look here, I should be part of seeing him off to the next world. You know, these are some of the things that one would say, hey, why do we have this? And remember, he went unopposed in the last elections, implying that he actually had a very big support base in Omoro. So these are things that people need to look at. And his Danzi Foundation, that has been helping people. So people also should be asking, what next?
Exactly.
What happens to this foundation, and how do we ensure that the foundation really continues to play the role it was really playing in the society in Omoro and actually sub-region in general. But also I can also see the red. Of course the red is also somewhere, though how small, but we see yellow, but also there is
but I think the red you are seeing is a madoadoa kind of. It's not the one.
It is not the everywhere.
Exactly, like you have you have seen happen.
Yes.
But I know this area has also been FDC has a big factor there, and also UPC has been there. But over time, I think movement is taking ground in the place. But also, Honorable Oulanyah, having passed last time unopposed, also speaks volumes from a place which initially was very hostile to the movement kind of politics.
Yeah, it takes a charismatic and a mobilizer to actually turn such an area in terms of the voting pattern. That takes really one who's really strong, and one that people, the elders and the opinion leaders, can really believe in to sway the voting, so that they can vote in favor of a particular person. And I think really, yes, Jacob Lokori Oulanyah was distinguishing himself as one of the kingpins actually in northern Uganda, and more so actually sub-region. Also cutting out as a nationalist, of course, looking at the fact that he married in Bugisu, that is his first marriage, marrying in Bugisu, and even after the demise of his wife, he continued actually relating with his in-laws. So this is something that we all also need to look at. But it's getting dark, but you see people still have the guts. You know, 11 or 10 kilometers, a walk of 10 kilometers is not a bed of roses. But you can see people still have the guts to walk up to Ajuri, where that is the final resting place of Right Honorable Jacob Lokori Oulanyah.
Yep, and you can see people are not even anyone getting tired. To some, you could see it's fun, walking that long distance because they are joining others, friends and others who are walking. You can see the young people there just having it as fun as they walk alongside the casket of the foreign speaker of parliament.
Well, I think you can see how northern Uganda, I think is still sparsely populated, because I guess if this was western part of the country, of course it is rare to walk such a distance without finding a home. And actually see western Uganda is I think choking. And another is land fragmentation is on the increase because of the rising population. But now you can see such a distance and you really cannot find homes. You just find that actually it is I think it is a grazing land. So.
Yeah, because the time is changing now and the population is increasing, and you can see the convoy now turning into just a snake of red and white. The lights guiding the convoy to the final destination. That's in the village of Ajur, where the body will definitely be delivered. You can only see the white snake on the road, and the road is being marked by only the lights as the time now progresses into the dark.
Well, it's getting dark, and we hope that our team in Ajuri, in Lalogi, continues to give us a clear picture, and a clear picture so that people can really get to know what is happening. But as you can see, really, yes, our cameramen that side, our technical people that side are really having it. So we, anytime from now, we shall be actually going back to normal broadcasts. We shall be going back to normal broadcast, and from here we shall be getting into Amawulire, where we shall be told or to hear what actually trended, what was happening today. Maybe in 30 seconds you can say bye-bye to the viewers.
Yeah, and those who are following us in all platforms of the UBC. Thank you for the time we have been here, and we shall continue being here for this particular broadcast until we shall see the former Speaker, Honorable Oulanyah, buried on Friday. Thank you.
Omulabi omulungi wa UBC TV, kakati kino kye kiseera okuyingira mu mawulire. Nze Mande Akol, amazima nga nkwebaza okulaba nti okyali naffe ku UBC TV, TV y'eggwanga.